Hit the button.
No, go for it. I don't care. You ready?
Yeah, I'm ready. 4x3.
Fucking hate you. So it is Wednesday morning, right? Yeah, it's Wednesday morning. And as you're getting ready for work and sitting at your office and enjoying your cup of coffee, you are thinking to yourself, what? What has happened? Why is the computer different? But you don't know this, right? Because you can't see it yet. But you also wonder, did they play any games this week? Because last week they kind of left us dry. And did they watch anything good? Well, let's find out.
Welcome to Forget Being Cool, episode 26 for August 2nd, 2017. I'm your host, Dave Moore. Joining me is my main man on the internet, Johnny _Casino, also known as Jonathan Beeler Jr.
You're okay. So here's the problem. Like, I understand you're just trying to rile me up. All right. I get that. And that's fine. Whatever. Right. But I've explained to you, my dad and I have different our last names are the same. But outside of that, our first and middle names are different.
Except they were both combinations or different versions of John/Jonathan.
Sure.
Okay.
True.
Just confirming.
Statement. So coming to you from the studio today, right?
The official,
the temp studio,
but
on the new device.
That's why John is in 4x3.
But see, I don't understand how that's different. I'm using the same camera, the same programs. Like, what would make the difference here? If anyone knows,
I'm just honestly, John, you were fine on Skype. I'm just blaming Hangouts. But
take that.
It doesn't matter. I'm just trying to just push your buttons. Although you should probably push the buttons to put you back into 16.9. I don't know what those buttons are, but it would be really
I have no idea either. Man, we've got a lot of stuff to figure out. So I got this. So here's a little studio update, because that seems to be the thing I'm starting with lately. I did buy the new computer.
I'm proud of you.
I bought the computer. It came with a keyboard and a mouse that are like a gaming keyboard and mouse, but the keyboard itself is like super raised up letters and like very clicky, and also, but not like mechanical clicky. Like, Ben came over and looked at it and was like, "This isn't mechanical," right? Not that he was bashing it; he was just curious, right? But it's kind of annoying, the keyboard. So I don't know. I might just use my old Dell keyboard and put that keyboard on my old computer.
Yeah, I mean, you can do whatever you want, whatever makes you feel better.
Yeah, the mouse is nice. I guess it's a nice mouse-ish, right? Nothing special, but it's got a couple extra buttons. I have so many inputs and outputs on this freaking computer. Now, I was trying to set this up last night so that I could just use one computer to do everything. Mm-hmm. And spoiler alert, I made it work. But to do this, I need 2 inputs and 3 outputs. And I wasn't sure how I was going to pull that off, because it turns out if you put it in the headphone jack in the back and the headphone jack in the front of this thing, 'cause there's 2 headphone jacks, they're both the same output.
Right.
So I couldn't, like, that's what I was banking on. But it turns out the monitor I bought, which, let me tell you, this monitor, the 24-inch 1080p monitor, it was only like $120. Like, this is not an expensive monitor at all. Like, this is not like some big gaming monitor or anything. Right. But it has a headphone jack in it that it's its own separate output because it's going through HDMI.
Nice.
So that saved the day. Like, that allowed me to have that last output I needed to be able to do everything on one computer.
You're a mess, John.
But I was able to get everything. The only thing I still need, I'm gonna get a new webcam at some point.
Yeah, one that's in 16:9.
Yes. At least I will specifically tell the person in the store, not 16:9, or I want 16:9 or bust. But so not in that, and I need a second monitor. But I was telling Ben about this, and he was saying he has a monitor that, like, a customer gave him that was broken,
Okay.
And I guess he like changed. Like the guy was gonna throw it out, and so Ben's like, "Hey, I'll take it." And he says it's huge, and I guess he changed the power supply on it, and it works great. So hopefully in the next couple of days, I'll swing by his place, let him borrow one of my Switch games, take that from him, and then I'll be set. It'll be
Sweet.
beautiful. If we could ever learn how to use OBS.
OBS.
Oh, which by the way, so Sean.
Yeah, Sean, we need your help. And Sean, not only do we need your help, you need to let us help you. One, we need to get you helping Bobby with his show notes. Number two, we need to get you doing your show notes.
Okay, no, that's not what I'm concerned about right now. That's something I can talk to Sean. Sean and I we'll get together. We'll get him hooked up on the network. But Sean, you apparently know how to set up OBS.
Well, here's the thing. Sean listens to this show, and we know he'll hear us. So
he's in the chat right now.
We need help with OBS because one, you know how to use it, and two, Dave hates
we don't know how to use it.
No, I hate it.
So here's the problem I'm having, right? Because we were hoping to put this video out with us side by side and all that stuff, but I couldn't get Skype to see my webcam and OBS to see my webcam, and I couldn't get Skype to be set up to where I could have a big enough picture. I just couldn't. I don't know what I'm doing.
Nobody knows what we're doing.
So Sean, at some point, for the love of God, help me out.
We need your help.
Yeah.
Help
apparently,
us,
apparently Greeny's just sitting there mocking us because he says it's OBS is easy to use.
Yeah, except that his show gets put out in 480p. Greeny, don't
bash on Greeny.
Don't bash on us.
Oh, I don't think he's necessarily bashing on us. He's just telling us how easy it is.
All right. His shows actually get put out in 4x3. This show will still go up in 16:9. You will be letterboxed, and I will look gorgeous. I mean,
you'll look what?
As gorgeous as I possibly can.
Oh. So, as in how you look in the artwork by Adam Leonard? Not to
No. That looks significantly better than I look in person.
Dave, I'm somewhat losing you now.
We've established this. Okay, well, I'm still here, John.
You're not moving on my screen.
I hate my internet.
Yeah, we were having an internet issue yesterday. So one of our TVs will not connect to the Wi-Fi anymore.
Do you have too many devices on it?
On that Wi-Fi?
Yeah.
No, it was working before, and then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, it stopped working on it.
The same day that you got a new computer and connected it to the Wi-Fi?
Yeah, funny enough, yes.
Doesn't seem like a coincidence. I don't know what to tell you. Shut that computer down and then try to turn on the TV until the TV connects.
Yeah, I will. I need to find a time when no one's on the internet, which is, I don't know, 2 a.m. And just reset all the routers, reset everything, reset the modem. Get it all reset. Over. Yeah. Oh God, there's so many people in my house on the internet right now. Like right now, it's probably just my son and me. But other than that, there's so many.
And then I'm kind of on your internet right now too. I am your man on the internet as well, John.
That you are. Hey, hopefully in the next couple of weeks I'll have my my actual studio set up.
So is this the new room?
No, I'm in my son's room. I just have my camera turned.
Okay. I was like, I don't see the Minecraft shelf. This does not look like a dining room unless your son completely occupied it with his books.
No, so that bookshelf, above that bookshelf is the Minecraft shelf. Like that's the difference here in this view.
Got it. I can now see the very tippy bottom of the Minecraft shelf. Are you okay, John? I'm really tired. Is that clear?
Yeah, no, but you were also chirping out there for a second. And I was trying to see what Sean was asking. So Sean was asking if my router has the 5 and the 2.4. And yes, I have both. I don't think it's close enough to the neighbor's house to interfere.
Right.
Our houses are decently far apart. Plus, I live in like a pseudo cul-de-sac type setup.
Oh, do you live with the Dream Daddies?
No, because I'm not in an actual cul-de-sac. I'm just in a corner, but they bowed out the corner to make it kind of like a cul-de-sac. Like there's like this extra little area between where people can drive and where my driveway is. It's like a mini cul-de-sac
Look at
ish.
John and
But
his,
as it
his
goes around.
fancy house placement in Texas. Yes, that's
Well, dude, you come to Texas first of all, right? So like my house is very inexpensive. If you picked my house up and put it in certain other places, it would be 5 times more expensive, right?
okay.
And also we have slightly more land. But I had the house with the big backyard because I have the kids to play in it. So
Okay.
okay, want to talk about something more exciting?
Yes, John, I would love to. It
You
might
like
wake me up.
you like Mario Kart?
I do. I do really like Mario Kart. I haven't played enough Mario Kart since 8 Deluxe came out, and I'm still really kind of upset about it.
So I was actually playing with Ben yesterday. He came over and was like, "Hey, you want to play something?" And we're kind of going through what the options are. And I don't have a lot of 2-player stuff on my Xbox.
It sounds like you play a lot of games with your butler. It's kind of odd. I mean, I haven't really ever seen him cleaning or like cooking for you,
And
but
he
but
doesn't
as
drive. I always drive.
as your butler, I mean, it seems like he kind of just uses you to play games.
Well, no, he does other great things. He came to the pool with me yesterday. We were the dream dad couple at the pool with my 2 kids. And it's great when he comes to the pool with me. It's so nice because my kids, if they don't have their own friends there, become kind of a pain in the ass to each other.
Right.
And he's there. He enjoys, like I say he enjoys. He has a smile on his face and he hasn't complained yet. So I hope he somewhat enjoys it. But he like one of the kids will end up like messing with him, and so we can kind of like separate the kids out and still be close enough to talk. Although we try to start talking, the kids try to attack us, and then that breaks that up. But it makes it a lot better.
Well, I mean, it's good that that your wife can't distract the kids. I mean, that seems like a
Well,
problem, but
okay. So no, my wife has her foot surgery recently, so she's
okay.
not going to the pool right now.
Right. That's fair. Completely understandable.
Is there a train outside your window?
There is a train right outside my window.
I was trying to make sure that's what I was hearing. Okay, so he came over. We played some Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. I'm not going to say that I was having controller issues because I didn't get a chance to test it out. I only played the 4 races, but something felt wrong. And I did really, really bad. Now I'm a little out of practice. I haven't played much in a while. So it could have been that, but something felt weird with the controller. It could have been I changed my character.
You could just not be good at Mario Kart. I mean, that's also a possibility.
Yes, but I was doing like normally I can not do good in the 150 and get somewhere between 1 and 4. I was getting like 10 and 11.
That sounds like me. That sounds like, whoa, am I losing my voice? Great. This sounds awesome. Maybe, John, maybe you were just harnessing your Dave Mario Kart skills.
It could be, but this is where this is all leading.
Okay.
Did you see? And oh god, I want this so bad when it comes out. Did you see that Hot Wheels? I think it's Hot Wheels is making a smart AI Mario Kart racetrack thing.
No.
I don't know how else to describe this. So it's okay. So I looked up the video because otherwise you don't realize how big this is.
I mean, Hot Wheels are kind of small. So if they're making, are you all right? If they're making a Mario Kart Hot Wheels thing, it wouldn't be very big. Like the track itself wouldn't be that big.
Yeah, I'm gonna see if I can pull up a picture of this and share it on my screen because that's something that we can kind of do.
Is this like one of those like $200 toys that I'm gonna really really want that I have to like exclusively go to Toys R Us to get, and then somehow like I end up going to get it because I need it in my life, and then like I put it down and like I love this thing, but I'd never play with it because I'm a 25-year-old adult who doesn't really play with toys.
Maybe it's gonna be like $100 and something dollars. Let's see. No, this is something different. What is this? Hot Wheels AI Mario Kart Mario accessory?
Oh man, there's
Hot
more.
Wheels.
There's extra pieces, John.
Well, I'm trying to see. Like, I'm trying not to like show the video for this. So,
I mean, if you do, we won't get caught because it'll probably show up in 4x3. So,
are you? Okay, so I'm gonna put this up here so you can kind of see, and I'll let me do a screen share here.
Okay.
Because this is one of those things we can do.
Okay, I'm ready. I'm bracing myself. Ready for screen share.
So you should be seeing this right here now, right?
Why is it still? Now it's. I'm not even gonna get into it.
No, don't worry about it. Okay, so this is the non Mario Kart version, but the Mario Kart version of this right here. So you can kind of see how the controllers are, right? Yeah, your left and right. You probably ever go and whatever, right? Here's your cars. It has a smart AI that will keep you on the track when you have it turned on, right? So you can't just because the track Oh, here's an auto drive mode. You can kind of see some of the stuff on here. So you can apparently get non Mario Kart ones, but here's the cool thing: you can put hazards out. So you'll drive over it and you'll spin out, and so you get like virtual bananas and virtual shells. I think are the two things that it said on the Mario Kart one.
So I have to have this.
Yeah, but I mean, and you can kind of tell the scale here. Like it's decent size. Like if you watch, CNET has a video of it up.
Is this do they still these at Target? Like, is
No,
that
I don't think this is out yet.
Okay.
Like at least the Mario Kart one is definitely not out yet. I don't remember when it's supposed to come out. And it's gonna be like $140, and then an extra, and it's gonna come with Mario and Yoshi, I believe.
But you can buy all these other ones. Oh, this
Well,
is so
you
awful.
you can buy some of the other ones. Like I think you can buy like to start with, you can buy Luigi, so you can have up to 3.
I need this in my life. Is it because there's this? Have you seen the ones that they put out by Rock Band and Guitar Hero at Target? Have you ever gone over there? They have these they have these like AR cars where you can like build this track, and then you have like you can build like separate pieces. Like you can buy all the track pieces separately, so you can build these giant elaborate tracks.
No, I haven't seen this.
So like, if this is like that, where you can buy different separate track pieces, you can build all these crazy things. To imagine the amount of like stuff that like crazy people will do who have like 3D printers, like they'll build like actual Mario Kart courses.
Oh yeah.
Oh my god, I want it in my life.
So there's another thing, and I almost bought this a while back. If you ever look on Amazon where it has the like the basically like the new little invention type things that people are putting out, some are really stupid, like the steak thermometer that also plays TV or something, like stupid shit. But
steak thermometer that also plays TV.
Yeah, I mean, what else would you do with the steak thermometer? I use mine for beer brewing.
I mean, I would check the temperature of steak. I mean, that seems like a pretty reasonable, good idea.
I use mine to check the temperature of my beer when it's cooling down.
I mean, really, I would just use it to check temperature. I don't think I'd ever think about using it to do anything else related to television/radio or broadcasting, except maybe talk about how stupid it would be to use it
for television. So anyway, so that was a dumb example, obviously, right? Now, they had this one, and it's a racetrack, and it has like however many cars, couple cars, and you hook it up, and then everyone gets the app, and you somehow like sync the app up to that specific car, and you play with your phone. Why are you so far off the screen? Oh, you're yawning. But yeah, you play with your phone, and it looked so cool, but it was like $200 for everything. And it was one of those things where it's like, I could have been like, sure, let's, drop $200 and have it be fun. But it would have been played with a few times and it would have gone away. So,
yeah,
but
you made a smart, reasonable decision. The Mario Kart one is just like, this is different.
Okay, hold on. Sean pointed out that you can use a steak thermometer for anything that requires penetration.
I mean, I guess it depends on the tip, but part of that seems dangerous.
Well, when you first start, you got to give it just the tip, just a bit, just to see if they like it.
Right. You got to make sure they say yes.
So anyway, so I thought that Mario Kart was really cool, and I think it's definitely worth it. Like $140, as long as it gets used a bit, I think it'd be great.
Yeah. I'm gonna get one.
Yeah, so I'm gonna keep an eye out for when that actually comes out.
Then when you get one and your kids get bored of it, you can mail it to me. I'll buy it.
No. So Ben just showed up in the chat and he's trying to figure out what the deal with the Butler conversation is. Okay, here's the other thing that I saw recently that hopefully you saw.
Okay.
There's a company, I forgot what the name of the company is, but they're making a thing called the Game Genie, which has no relation to the old school Game Genie.
That was my first question.
Yeah, no relation. But you can plug it into the USB on your Switch dock, and you can use the Xbox One controller, a PlayStation 4 controller, a PlayStation 3 controller, the wireless Wii U Pro controllers.
Oh, don't give me a reason to like the DualShock 4 again.
Well, you don't have to use that one, but when I saw this came out, I tweeted it back out at Adam because I know how much he loves that. Now the problem you're going to come up with is you're not going to have the motion controls and you're not going to have the rumble. So if you're playing a game that needs those, which is not too many games that need those, then you're gonna be screwed. But I don't know what the price is, but if this thing's like a $20 deal, like
20,
I could
20 or
easily,
$30.
yeah, I could easily pick up like 2 more of them and have a full set of like pro controllers that I could use between my Xbox or my PS4 controller. Or I have a like a off brand.
Well, I mean, the PS4, the DualShock 4 has a gyroscope in it. Like, there's no reason you couldn't do motion controls with a
Well, I mean,
PS4.
if
I mean, unless
but
it's
who
not
knows if it's going to be
sending-
set up that way?
Right. But theoretically, that would be incredible to play Splatoon with a. Well, I still think the Switch Pro controller is still more comfortable than anything else.
No, it's super nice. I really like it. But
I don't like it for Mario Kart though. So if I could play, I don't know why my hands cramp up. They talked about this on Megadeth, didn't they? This is Megadeth.
no, he talked about his hands cramping up playing Splatoon
handheld.
Or in handheld, yeah.
Right. But so here's the thing: is like there are these weird games that, for whatever reason, the way we hold the controllers, they make our hands cramp up. Like I played Mario Kart for whatever, like an hour and a half, and like my hand starts to hurt, and like I don't know why with the Pro controller, because I have no problem playing
because
Splatoon.
You're playing games for an hour and a half straight.
You mean no?
Right.
But
I'm pretty sure doctors say stand up every 30 minutes.
No, that's what
my hands cramped up, my legs fell asleep.
That's what the Wii. That's what the Wii tells me to do.
Yeah, it does. So anyways, I thought that was interesting. Like I said, if it's like a $20, maybe even $30 thing, I could pick up 2 of them, have plenty of extra controllers for full out pro controllers.
I'll be playing Mario Kart with an Xbox controller.
Why?
If that ends up being the case.
But how is that all that much different from the pro controller?
I don't know. My hands don't cramp up when I play Forza.
I still gotta get that game one day.
It's so good.
It's one of those things. I talked about this in Megadeth, but it's one of those things where, like, I only have so much time to play online games, and
you have to play it online.
Yeah, but I have so many other games to play.
I mean, it's
right, and so I don't want to.
It is kind of just a grind of enjoying racing, but I guess.
Well, and I'm sure I would have a great time, but I have so many other things to play right now. Like literally, I have another 14 or so hours of Uncharted 4, and then I have Horizon Zero Dawn, which I want to dive hardcore into that game. And so that only leaves me time for like casual gaming. And that is not a casual gaming game, I don't think. I mean, it is, but I have all the other casual games I need to play right now. Like Bayonetta just came out for games with gold. So I want to dive into that. I've got some, Wii U games I still need to get back to.
Well, get playing Bayonetta.
I will. It'll be a Shelved and Forgotten sometime soon. As soon as I have a chance to actually sit down with my Xbox.
Somebody who knows this, when you buy Bayonetta 2, didn't we used to get that with it? Like,
yeah,
didn't you used
originally.
to get Bayonetta 1? Like,
I think it's when you bought it when it first came out. Like you got both.
Does that mean it exists on the Wii U? Can I buy Bayonetta 1 for the Wii U and play it on that instead?
You might, but it's free on the Xbox right now.
Yeah, but sure, whatever.
Like right now, meow.
Right, right, meow. Like
yes.
The cat meow.
Yes.
Okay.
All right. You got anything else you want to talk about before the music?
No, John, but I am excited about the music. Unless you were just teasing me.
Why would I tease you?
I don't know. You tend to do that occasionally.
Okay, so I think it was last week. I took a lot of crap because I played a Sonic song and did not do it due diligence. And so because of that, I'm playing another Sonic song. So this is from the String Player Gamer, who I've actually played some of his music before. It's really interesting going through all his music that he has, because some of it's like him in a fiddle or a violin, or what I think are actually technically the same instrument. Or it's like a whole
fiddle, a fiddle and a violin are not the same instrument.
I think I did some research on this and found out they are the same instrument.
I'm almost 100% sure they're not.
Why would you be so 100% sure?
Because I had friends in orchestra.
Yeah, but
listen to my voice, John. This is going to be bad if this gets worse by Friday.
I'm going to have to look this up while the song's going on.
All right.
And give you feedback. But anyway, so this is String Player Gamer from the album Sonic the Hedgehog Green Hill Zone. I think it's just a single. You can get it on Bandcamp. If you go to Forget Being Cool, episode 26. As always, all the links are there.
Right.
Do it. No,
I
regret saying that like the second it came out of my mouth. Like I was just like, no, that was wrong.
Like Green Hill Zone. I'm excited.
Here it is. What do you think, Dave?
I mute myself. That's what I think. Hi, John.
Oh, I just realized that I'm still sharing my screen.
Yes.
There we go.
Yes, you are. How are you, John?
I shared my Twitter.
Oh, no. You shared our secret private Twitter.
It was actually our messaging back and forth that was on the screen during that time.
Which also, I think, has nothing. I can say it. Don't go back and watch.
No. This was just like... Yeah, no, there was nothing good on there.
Okay.
Nothing to worry about was on that. So here's what I think that's what I was going back and looking at is I was trying to get on the dacespace, YouTube channel, and you sent me everything. I copy and pasted that directly in. Does not work.
So John apparently doesn't know how to enter passwords into Google.
No. I wrote it exactly how you put it up there.
Right.
I copied and pasted it exactly.
So then I sat down and I decided that I was going to log out and log in manually and type all the passwords and everything that I sent you in. And it worked 100%. Not a single problem.
So why is it not working for me?
John, it's not working for you because apparently you are in 4x3. You don't know how to enter passwords. OBS does not like you. Your
So during this like run of insults you're throwing at me, your internet is like not great. So you're sitting still and your blocky voice. So I was appreciating that.
yeah, of course. Let's blame my internet, John. Let's not assume that it's yours.
No, it's easier to blame yours.
I would agree. Although yours is displaying 4x3.
Yeah, I don't know what the deal with that is. Funny story. Fiddle versus violin. Are violins and fiddles different? The answer is a surprising no. A violin and a fiddle are the same four-string instrument, generally played with a bow, strummed or plucked. They're identical in their physical appearance. What distinguishes a violin and a fiddle is the style of music that is played on the instrument. That is the difference between those two.
So you're telling me that if I decided that I wanted to play a fiddle, I could immediately just take my fiddle and go play violin? And with a different style of music?
One of our internet is not having fun right now.
I'm gonna blame me. Here, we'll solve this problem.
Okay.
Yeah, John. Is that any better?
A little bit. Your stuff pop back on screen is moving. Here's what I need to look at. I need to see if I can get like a thing that makes my connection to my Wi-Fi better.
Now,
like if I can get an external like Wi-Fi thing for this.
Yep. Maybe I should get better internet.
Well, I mean, yeah, we've discussed that. but I'm wondering if if like my signal's not as high as it should be. Did you turn your video off on purpose?
Yes, I did. Does that help?
I don't know. It's weird. I see this like circle with like this like pulsating circle behind it.
Well, it's a circle with a dacespace logo in it.
Yeah. Okay. Dave.
Yes, John.
I gave you like a 4-minute song.
Yes, of Sonic the Hedgehog Green Hill Zone.
Yeah. Did you prepare?
I mean,
what comes next after that on Wednesdays?
I mean, there was a paragraph that I had to read in the live chat, so I did kind of prepare. This should work. Although yesterday after Character Crunch, I don't know what works and what doesn't. John?
Yeah.
Shelves are full, and what's on them often forgotten. Sad games and some other media silently cry out to be played again, and given the attention that they deserve. This is why John and Dave get together each week. They force each other to take one of these sad games off the shelf, dust it off, and give it some love. Their discussions of games and other game-related topics will surely go off the deep end, but they always pay homage to those that are shelved and forgotten.
This is Shelved and Forgotten episode. What the heck was that? What?
You did it again.
What the heck happened? I don't even know what that sound was.
That was me sadly exhaling.
Episode 41.
Okay, I'm going to take that clip and cut it down so that it's only that last bit at some point. And I'm never going to let you say what episode of Shelved and Forgotten it is again. Not that I can actually stop you. You're just a pulsating circle on my screen right now. So, Dave, did you actually play anything this week?
John, I've got a horrible confession.
You did not play anything this week.
I didn't play anything this week.
Have you played any game or just nothing old?
Nothing at almost no games.
What's been going on?
I don't know, John. It feels like all my time gets occupied by stuff.
By what?
I have no idea.
I'm so very confused.
I'm like, I will get up in the morning and like, so all of a sudden, like it's time to go to work, and I go to work and I come home and then I like clean up and do dishes and like make food, and then like all of a sudden it's like 11:30 at night, and then I lay down and I go to bed and I wake up and I do the same thing again.
What time do you wake up in the morning?
Well, normally I wake up and do this podcast.
Yeah, but that's only 3 of the 7 days of the week.
Right. But then for on the other days, I just kind of like sleep.
Okay, so that's the problem. You're sleeping too much.
I'm sleeping too much.
Okay.
Instead of getting up early and playing games, Dave has decided that he'd rather sleep till 10:30.
Okay, so because I'm dedicated to
no, hold on. Hold the phone, Jonathan Casino Jr. Who didn't play a game at all last week?
Look, okay, I have a better excuse.
No.
Yeah, I have look, my wife and kids are home, and that rocks. Like when they're home for the summer, that rocks my time to play stuff when I'm on my long break from work.
I was thinking you were about to say it rocks, like it's so exciting to have my kids and my family home, but no, you're like, no, it rocks, like it ruins my schedule for gaming.
It does. No, it 100% does. I mean, don't get me wrong. Like it also has its perks, right? Except for right now, my wife had her foot surgery, and so she's kind of like laid up in the living room all day, and she can get up and move around and stuff. But she spends a lot of time laid up in the living room with her foot elevated and nice water flowing around it and stuff. But also, it's hard for me to be like, hey guys, I'm sneaking away. Like I do it every morning when they're usually sleeping during this time, though. But like, hey, I'm sneaking away to make the show. But it's hard to be like, I'm sneaking away to go play this game by myself that my son is going to come up and complain about because he's going to want me to play something different with him.
Okay.
So like yesterday, I think it was, he kept wanting to play something and his friend was available and it was like super hot outside. So we weren't going to go outside at the time. And so we played the Super Mario Brothers U or whatever it is, the Wii U one.
Mm-hmm.
So we played that. And I think we're up at like one of the last, we might be on the very last level right now, which we've beaten it before, but like, that's not what I would have picked to play at that moment. But because, they're around and I've got to kind of play, I've got to accommodate to some extent.
Okay. Well, I accommodate to my life and getting life stuff done, John.
That's not a thing. Okay.
There you go, Capri. Look at your Twitter. Anyway, John. All I played this week is very casual little bits of Splatoon 2. I played like one round with Bobby. That was fun. I don't think he even knew I was there. I changed my Switch name to say Dacespace so that people know it's me, not just Dave.
That's probably a really good name. Like a really good way to go.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So people know who I am now on Switch. Those are the exciting things I did in gaming this week. So John.
Oh.
Hi guys.
I don't have. Wait, hold on. No, I don't have anything. I was gonna. You need to send me over like the We the Gamer Cast intro music so I can just play it.
Or just get the little clip of him saying maybe you're pooping, and then that's when he pops in.
But maybe you're pooping.
Oh, hey, we don't need the clip. We just have you saying
I can do it myself.
Sean, what are you doing?
I'm getting ready for work.
I can tell.
If you sent me the invite just a couple of minutes ago, I wouldn't have had pants on. But I would have had my top on. I mean, would have been like Winnie the Pooh.
But there's no pants required for podcasting. We've had this conversation multiple times.
I know. That's why I was excited. I'm like, now is the time for podcasting. I don't have pants on. Get me on.
See, this is what's so gold about you, Sean, is that you popped out just completely unprepared with that. I would have been like Winnie the Pooh.
These are the things that take up space in my brain. I'm forgetting things left and right these days.
Like the dirtiest thing ever said on TV was actually from a Winnie the Pooh episode.
Tell me.
So there's an episode, it might be from the movie or anyways, it's from one of the Winnie the Pooh things. And he's like, goes into Rabbit's house and eats too much and can't get back out. I don't know if you remember this. And he says, the line is something along the lines of like, you're stuck, Pooh, or yeah, you're stuck, Pooh. If I can't push you out, I'll have to pull you back in again.
Oh my God. So many feces.
Yeah.
Reese's Feces.
Oh no.
Oh no.
The new candy only available in Canada.
Show title.
Reese's Feces.
It's Reese's.
So Sean, we brought you in. You said you played a game.
Hey guys.
Yeah, so we'll let you go first in case you got to leave.
I wanted to save Dave because he's sleeping and it's too busy to sleep and play games. I'm just kidding, Dave. I understand. You do so many shows. You do Dick Swipe Right and
What you call it?
Dick Swipe Right. So I understand. And I just finished Horizon Zero Dawn, and I wanted to just play something that I could turn my brain off of at the end of the night, play for half an hour. It didn't matter. So I threw on God of War 3 Remastered, guys.
How is it?
And it's actually pretty good.
I've actually played it. So
you have?
Yeah. Enjoyed it a lot, actually.
Me too. Kind of like maybe these games should make a comeback. We're all like, oh, Kratos needs to be very mature and he needs a son. I don't know, man. I just kind of like killing things in this really gruesome fashion. It's like so over the top, and I'm having a lot of fun with it. And it's actually like really good looking. It's on PS4 remaster. I got it for like $3 in that crazy digital sale or summer sale that they had a few weeks ago.
Oh, I played it on PS3, I think, but it's. I mean, it still looked great.
It was originally on PS3, right?
Yeah,
I believe so.
So this counts as a Shelved and Forgotten?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Yes, you did it.
Well, and I've started, and I haven't played enough to talk about it on here, but I've started playing the 1 and 2, whatever it's the God of War collection or whatever. So that's on the PS3, and I got it through that same sale. I got that on my PS3. So
I'm realizing now that I guess I skipped 2. I'm also realizing that I've got a new ironing board rack on my door. I did not notice that. So yeah, I don't know what's going on in the story, and it doesn't matter.
No, it doesn't. It's just go forward and kill stuff, and it's kind of great because that's all it is.
I mean, the graphics are obviously better than they were on PS3, but the thing that is really improved is that I'm playing with the DualShock 4 over the DualShock 3, because I'll just throw this out there. DualShock 3, total trash. Most overrated controller of all time.
No, it's a piece of junk. It's actually worse than the DualShock 4, but the only thing that's really wrong with the only thing that's wrong with the DualShock 4 is its horrible battery life.
Yeah, but see, I don't have that problem with mine. Like this is like an original PS4 problem or something, maybe, or just it's a Dave problem.
It's probably just a Dave problem forgetting to plug his controllers in.
No, because I don't want to get too much into it, but the game is great. And I think you guys should play. And John, by the way, I really just wanted to pop in and make sure that you do get Forza. You need that game in your life.
I will. Game. If I can get it for $30 or less, I'll grab it.
That's true. I've been wanting to get
even used. It's like 55.
Yeah, it's too much. I understand. If you're not into it, like it's cool. We won't play games together.
Hey, did you see, while I still got you on it, did you see that Titanfall 2 is now actually on EA Access?
So you're going to have time for that, hey?
No, I actually, I'll play with y'all if y'all ask me to, but I really didn't dig Titanfall 2.
We're asking for Forza.
Yeah, but
I'm just kidding. I'm just bugging.
But I need Battlefield 1 to show up on EA Access, because I'd rather play that over the other ones. You know what?
Titanfall 2 will surprise you with the campaign. At least, at least you'll have that. And if you don't have time for multiplayer games, then you can plug away at the Titanfall 2 campaign, and you'll be pleasantly surprised. It's really good.
Okay, I'll try it out.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to go to work, guys. This was awesome.
Okay.
Thanks for popping in, man.
We should do this more often. I'll come in on Wednesdays as a surprise Shelved and Forgotten guest that we plan.
Okay.
Okay, I'm going to go get my coffee. I love you guys. Bye.
Bye.
There, we got an extra game.
Okay.
Are you happy?
I am. He saved you. So I played something.
Okay, good. Good job. I'm proud of you.
All right. And if you listen to Generational Gamers, that'll come out like a week from today, you'll hear him game, because I played it with him. And he and I sat down.
Warcraft?
No, that'll be the episode after that one. Will be World of Warcraft. I cannot wait for that episode, because Ben and I have been talking about World of Warcraft a lot lately, because that's his thing right now. And holy Jesus, the stuff he has to say about it.
Wait, hold on. It's his thing right now in 2017?
He has been playing it for years and years and years, but he took a multiple year break, I think. And because other things on consoles are upsetting him, he is primarily playing that again now.
That's fascinating.
It is. And we'll get into that on that episode, I'm sure, right?
Okay. Yeah.
I had him when we were at the pool yesterday. I had him railing on some stuff, and it was one of those things where it's like, man, I wish we were about to record so we could have told the whole story on there. But he'll save it. He'll still talk. But no, he and I sat down and we played Mario Strikers Charged or Supercharged. I'm not sure which one it is. The Wii version. So it's Wii Mario Soccer. And oh my God, it was fun. You have no idea what I'm saying right now, are you? Because you're just sitting there reading the chat.
Yeah. They're really far behind today for some reason.
So yes, we played this, right? And okay, so first of all, let me tell you the stuff I don't like about it. I prefer the GameCube version because of the controls. Because this controls, you have to use the nunchuck and the Wiimote. Like that, you have to.
Don't like nunchuck Wii remote controls.
Well, I don't.
There is not a single game that I can think of that benefited from that control scheme.
No, they all could have been better without, right? If they had done the controls differently, right? I don't know. It was kind of I understand the novelty, but it wasn't necessary.
There are single Wii remote motion-based games that are pretty fun, right? Those exist. But
Yeah.
the traditional kind of like 3D open world kind of ish games, none of them benefited from the Wii remote controls.
Now, okay, and see, here's why you have to use that, and you can't use like a pro controller or something, is because, well, I'll get to it, but it has to do with how you block goals, right?
Okay.
Now, the way the game works is you pick your team captain. Your team captain is going to be one of the mainline Mario guys. So Mario, Luigi, Peach, Daisy, maybe, Bowser Jr., I think is one of them. Waluigi, Wario, I don't know, Yoshi,
all the Mario characters,
all the mainline ones. But like Boo is not an option. He's a side character you can play. But so then you pick them, and they each have their different things. Are they like all around, or they're mostly defense, or they're mostly offense, or whatever, right?
Right.
So you pick them, and then you have your 3 position players. So you have 2 forward guys and 1 defensive guy, and you can swap them out. Right? You can say, I want a defensive team, I want an offensive team, I want a balanced team, or you can individually pick who you want where. Now, whenever you get into this game, sorry, Sean, for you not being here. Sean, if you have this, okay, so this game has Wi-Fi play, which I've never tried doing on the Wii U. So I need someone else who has it in a Wii U to see if we can play online together.
I think it's shut down.
It might be. I don't know.
I think all WiiWare/Wii online games are officially shut down. The same with any previous DS, not 3DS, but DS games are all as well shut down because they run on the Nintendo Wi-Fi network system thingy.
And that's not a thing anymore?
And that's not a thing anymore. They shut it down.
Okay, well then they're probably screwed playing it multiplayer like that. But so you pick your 3 defensive players, and then you have your goalie, which is a giant alligator, which I'm sure is from some game, but I can't place it.
Is it the alligator from Donkey Kong Country that everybody wants in Smash?
You know what? I bet it is.
I mean, I don't know. I've never played this game, so I don't know this. I don't know this at all.
That would make sense. It's been so long since I played Donkey Kong Country, though. Okay. So, anyways, you don't control your goalie, right? Your goalie just does things, and their goalies are pretty good. Like you can't just walk up and shoot on the goalie and get it in. But the controls get a little convoluted, right? Because you have to. You have the trigger button, which is your B, which does one thing. You have A, which does one thing, and you have Z and C, and they're all over the place because it's in all these different hands, right?
It's just not comfortable.
I don't know. Sitting there holding it's comfortable, but trying to remember everything and which one does what is kind of a pain. So each player, so your side characters and your main character, you get like these power kicks, and that's really your only way you're going to score a goal. And so you like hold down the kick button, and if you don't get like smashed by another player, you'll get off this power thing. And depending on what character you are, will depend on what kind of power thing you have. Some of them, like the Hammer Brothers, his is really cool because he throws out hammers and it smashes anyone in his way. So if the goalie is within range, it'll smash the goalie and kick it right past him. So that's a good way to score. But there's other ones that'll shoot where it just shoots like an electric ball. The goalie will still block it, but it'll like freeze him, and if you can get it right back and shoot again, you'll score. And that's a lot harder to do. Like I never pulled that off. Like every time this happened, I couldn't get the ball back fast enough.
Okay.
But then your mainline guys, you hold it down if you have enough time. It starts a meter that's very much like kicking a football in Madden, where you have to stop it at the top and then stop it in the middle again. and it'll, depending on how far up the top you stop it the first time, will depend on how many balls it kicks. And then the goalie, if you're playing single player, it'll just go at the goalie and he'll miss some and you'll make some, right? Just depending. But if you're playing defense on that point, the ball will come at the screen and stop, and you have to point at it with the Wiimote and hit A to block it. And so that's I think the whole reason why you have to have this, right? Yeah. And so Ben and I played that a bit. He could not get down blocking those, like could not do it. Like his ability to point at the screen with the Wiimote was not there. Like it was all over the place. It was quite hilarious. I could stop most of them. So
good job. For once in your life, like when I play SSX with Jeff, you're better than your friend who's really good at games.
Yeah, except for the first game, I destroyed him. And the second game, he beat me.
Yep.
And having never played it before. And the reason he beat me is I couldn't get those special kicks off. Like they take time. And so each of your players also, you have like a juke move, which sometimes is like slamming something down. Sometimes it's like pounding your chest and knocking everyone around. Something basically that'll just either make you go past people real quick or will just knock down everyone in your area. So you got to get good at all that stuff. And I'm not yet. I'm going to keep playing it. Even Ben said that like, if it's one of those games that if he had it, he would still pull it out when people came over type deal. Like he wouldn't just sit there and play it by himself.
Yeah, but it's like a lot of games like that though. Like there are tons of games. Like Mario Tennis is like a super fun game.
Oh, I love it.
But it's really only fun with somebody else to play it with.
Yeah, and that'll probably, and I think we kind of discussed this on Jersey Gamers when it comes out. But like I think that's what he said was that was the one that he would be most likely to go back to if he and I are just hanging out and playing.
Yeah, but that's what makes those kinds of games special. Is they're still worth going back to the same way that like. If you ever come here, like we're going to play Mario Kart Double Dash, like going to be a thing.
Here's the thing. So when I do come see you,
right in November,
I gotta figure out if it's gonna be during Extra Life or not. I'm gonna bring, and I gotta test this out first, but I have this piece that allows to stream like the old school games, like convert them to HDMI.
I can do that. I have all the conversions. I have all the cables to convert to the Elgato. I mean, that's not a problem.
Okay. So, and I'm gonna bring a bunch of my games that you don't have.
Yeah.
And we'll have to see what all I bring. I'm gonna bring a bunch of stuff for us to play, just some games that we would never play together, and finally have a chance to sit down and play some of these.
Yeah, because there's so many of these games that my dream.
You have a dream?
I have a dream for Virtual Console, and it's never gonna happen. But I have to say it one more time: Virtual Console consoles. Please, it's how we could make all these games have online. You just make like a virtual lobby in which that everybody logs into online and plugs themselves virtually into the controller ports of the virtual consoles. And then we can play like Mario Kart Double Dash online, and we can play Smash Brothers Melee online, and all sorts of other like Super Mario Kart, and these ideas, these dreams, John, these dreams that could be a reality. Are you still there?
No, I'm still here. I'm just watching your dreams be shattered. Okay. I am very interested, and as are most people that care about Nintendo, but we still have no idea like how this online service thing is going to work.
No, nobody does.
But supposedly, I mean, there's going to be older games that are somehow tied in with online. Now, if it ends up just being leaderboard type stuff, I'm going to be a little bit bitter.
I mean, now that I've had to wait this long and you didn't just tell me that, yeah, I'll be bitter. I'll be bitter because I've had to wait this long with no information. Also, if there's not GameCube Virtual Console in the lifespan of this console, like, and by the lifetime of this cycle, like, I mean, like, reasonable amount of time, like, not talking like the end of the thing where they put out Wii games on the Wii U just to, like, save the last year of the Wii U sales.
Yeah.
Like, no, like, the GameCube Virtual Console better be there soon, and it better be there until the end. And I mean, like, the whole wave. But
yeah.
I'm going to be mad.
Yeah. Well, we're probably going to be mad at some point. Again.
I want Mario Sunshine.
Yeah, I had that.
I want it.
I want it so bad.
I want it on my Switch.
No, that'd be a great place to play it. That would. But I mean, and this,
I've never touched Flood, but I want to so bad.
Okay, so these conversations have been had a billion times over, right? So there's no real reason for us to have them. But I mean, there's the issue with the whole.
But the issue is right now that we're talking about your wonderful Mario Soccer game for the Wii.
Yeah, and it's a lot of fun. And I'm going to keep playing it.
That is a lot of fun that we can't play.
That's true. God, that sucks.
And like, so the fact that it has horrible motion controls that are fine if both people are playing with horrible motion controls, like totally fine. Like, doesn't matter if both.
But the motion controls aren't really the issue. The issue is I want to be just holding. I want my button configuration to be better.
Yeah. Well,
right?
Okay. It's the Wii nunchuck combo.
Okay. Now here's the thing, though, is sometime soon I'm going to play Metroid Prime 3 for the show. I own it. I played it when it first came out a little bit. I'm going to play it again, and that uses the motion controls. But if I remember correctly, like it uses the motion controls, and I remember using it really well. So I want to see how that plays out as far as like how I feel about it using them.
But that's a first-person shooter.
Yeah.
So you're going to be using the Wii remote to point and aim, right? Which makes which will feel way more natural because you don't need to move your hands to get back into a position where you're running around the world again or running around the soccer field, right? You don't need to adjust your brain. You're always pointing, right? So your nunchuck gets to sit against you while you get to point at the TV, and that's the way you're playing.
Okay, we'll have to see because I don't remember if that's how it works or not. It's been a while. I like your hand motions.
I know that's
milk that cow. Oh God, never stop. No, don't say never stop. No, I meant stop now. I hate when you have like multiple thoughts and they collide together to say something completely different than what you ever wanted to say.
Or way worse.
Yeah.
Okay.
So Dave, you didn't play anything.
No.
Have you been binging anything this week?
I did binge something kind of, although I didn't finish it. And I meant to finish it, but I still want to talk about it.
What is it?
Sean. It's a series on Netflix.
Never mind. I'm not going to make that joke. Continue.
No, now you have to make the joke.
No, the first thing you said was Sean. I thought you were trying to say you were binging Sean.
I was binging We the Gamercast, as I always do. Right. That's always in my rotation of bingeables. But I watched, I'd say 80% of this show. Okay. So Netflix original, I think. It's called 13 Reasons Why. Have you seen this?
I haven't, and I've been told I should, and I've been told I shouldn't.
I would say you probably shouldn't. Although, what does that mean to you when I tell you you shouldn't?
Nothing. That means nothing because you keep
gonna go watch it anyway.
No, it's not even that. It's just like you will tell me not to watch something under this like weird idea that you haven't that you know how I will react to it.
This is not me thinking about how you're going to react to it. This is me thinking I don't, and maybe this is because I haven't finished it. And maybe when I finish it, I'll completely come around on my opinion of it. I am interested by the plot of this show, which I'll explain in a second. But I don't know if I believe it. Like, it feels like this weird universe in which none of this makes any sense. And it's kind of stupid because of that. And I just can't accept it. Maybe I can't suspend my disbelief for this universe in which this girl decides to kill herself. Okay. In the processes before. What is so funny about this, John? And I'm hearing myself.
It's Sean. So first of all, he said to binge him dirty. And then he straight up told you to stop watching the show. Now, and I knew Sean had watched this. Like, he's talked about it. And to slightly cut you off for a second, like the complaint that you have is not something I've heard anyone else say. Like, everyone else seems to think that this is like super realistic-y and like dead on and stuff.
I think there's a lot of elements to the reality of how the world would feel after this situation. It's the concept around this girl recorded these cassette tapes, right? Cassettes, because we're trying to make cassettes cool again because we're hipsters, because that's what we are. where she's telling the story of the 13 reasons why there's 13 people whose fault it is that she decided to kill herself.
And has she now and has she, is this post suicide or pre-suicide?
So it flashes between. It actually goes back and forth. But it's mostly told from this perspective of what I'm assuming, and I haven't finished it, is the last person on the tapes, right? So everybody else has listened to these tapes already. The other 12 people who are responsible for her killing herself.
Now, how many episodes? Is it one episode per tape?
It's 13 episodes, but it's not 100% perfect. Like, it's not exactly 100 like perfect 13 episodes of 13 people. It's pretty close, but like obviously we have to get the opening and explain things. I just don't know. I mean, I guess I'm impressed with the universe in which like the way that the counselors and the school and the mom and like things are kind of like fighting in that, but it's the cassette tape thing that bothers me. And this weird conspiracy that like there's this group who's responsible for making sure that everybody gets through the tapes. Like, I don't know what that's about, and I haven't finished it. But like this is where my line draws. Like it makes sense for somebody to write a letter and give a reason and explain this, but like the whole like, here's a bunch of tapes. You're gonna listen to these, know exactly why all these people made me miserable, and you're also gonna like go on this like life journey because I'm telling you to, because I'm dead. And like that's what it is. And it's fascinating. But I don't know if I can accept the cassette tapes. It's not happy. It's definitely not a happy feel good show. You're right, Sean. And I probably should be watching things that are happier in my life right now.
Yeah,
but
you should. God.
It's interesting. I'm definitely going to finish it. And I think if you need that kind of that drama kind of story, if you're not looking for a happy feel good thing, like some of us aren't always looking for our next Avengers movie. I mean, I always am, but if you wanted something with a serious tone that might, hit on some really good emotional notes, telling some really true stories about how like people around you aren't always exactly what they seem, right? This is a story that you should watch.
Okay,
13 reasons why. And John, I don't know. I mean, it might not bother you as much as it bothers me, the cassette tape thing, but
somewhat. It might have been my wife that told me not to watch it, or that I wouldn't appreciate it, or it wouldn't be something that I would want to watch. But I don't know. We'll see.
It's not. I mean, it's not fun.
Well, no, it's
not nothing about it is fun. It's sad and heartfelt, but it's not bad. It's just the tape thing is weird for me. Maybe it's just me.
So I'm gonna move us in a slightly happier direction.
I'm sure you watch something way cooler and happier.
Oh, I would say happier. I would not say cooler.
Did you watch the Skylanders animated series on Netflix?
No. So let me explain this, and I've stated this before. So my wife right now is currently basically spends most of her day sitting in a chair with her leg propped up with this like ice bath thing going through it, right? Okay. Like flows of cold water around her foot.
I know that you said bath, but I heard bass. And
I might have said that. Who knows? we love our fish down here. So basically, I've been at the mercy, if I want to hang out with the family, of whatever she wants to have on TV. And also, like, since our last episode of this, I've worked one day. Right? I've been off this whole time because of the way my rotation works. So this would be the time when I would normally be binging something at home when they're gone if I want to binge something differently.
Right.
Now, because of that, my wife has been binging something, and therefore, by proxy, I have been binging it too.
Right. That's how that works.
Sabrina the Teenage Witch.
Now, this is...
So...
See, John, this is a show that I love because I'm 25.
I don't even... Okay, here's the deal. One, I've seen every episode of the show before. I have actually sat down with my wife years before because she has all the DVDs. years before, and I watched it straight from beginning to end with her. Right.
Okay. Where is this available? Where can I watch this? Because I have not seen this in a very long time.
We have the DVDs.
Oh, so I can't watch this on Netflix?
I not to my knowledge, but I don't know.
Because this is perfect bingeable material because I don't actually have to pay attention.
No. Exactly. And so it's what, Melissa Joan Hart, I believe is her name, right? Is the main girl. I don't know what to say about the show. The show has some writing. Like, it legitimately has jokes in it that make me laugh. And I want to say the show is what, late 90s, early 2000s, something like that?
That's early 2000s. But it ran constantly when I was growing up. So, like,
I think it started in the mid 90s.
Yeah, I mean, that's totally possible. Like, I could have been seeing it in reruns, but the point is I've watched
a lot of it. Now, have you seen the later seasons when her aunts move out? So she lives, so for those who haven't watched this, she's half witch. She lives with her 2 witch aunts in the mortal world, right? Ridiculous stuff. They have a cat that's really used to be a person, or used to be a witch that tried to like take over the world, and now he's got to spend 100 years as a cat. The animatronic version of the cat looks terrible now.
Oh yeah.
They don't ride broomsticks when they fly, which is very rare. They ride on vacuum cleaners, and that graphic is terrible.
But it's amazing.
Yeah, it's amazingly bad. They have a closet that they step into and close the door, and it takes them to the witch world.
Right. It's her like in high school, like using witch powers though, right? Like,
yeah, and trying not to let other people know.
Right.
But then later on in the later seasons, and this
which I don't know if I've ever seen them.
Okay, you need to watch the later seasons for one very good reason.
Okay.
Not that the show's any better, and not that the show's bad. Like I said, it has me actually laughing at times. But the show is very dated to its time period. But the jokes still land, I guess. So in the later seasons, her aunts move out and she gets 2 roommates. And this is when she's in like college or junior college or something. And Soleil Moon Frye is one of her roommates. Now, you're probably asking yourself, who the hell is Soleil Moon Frye?
Uh-huh.
And yes, that is her real name. She played Punky Brewster in the old 80s Punky Brewster TV show.
That doesn't make any connections for me at all, John. Remember that Dave, I was born in 92.
Dave, have you seen... Oh, now I just lost the name of the movie. Why have I not... Why? Okay, I'll ask you about it again because I can't think of the name of the movie all of a sudden. But anyway, so Soleil Moon Frye. Soleil Moon Frye. So Punky Brewster was a show about a little kid. And, you know, cute little kid with freckles and reddish brown hair.
So me?
No, it's a girl played by Soleil Moon Frye. Anyways, she got older.
I didn't know. Okay.
She got older and she got hot.
Okay.
And like the next time I saw her was someone had like a Maxim magazine or something like that, and she was on it. And then she shows up in this, and it just blew my mind that Punky Brewster. It wasn't a show I watched very much, but I want to say there's a cartoon of it and everything back in like the 80s, like the late 80s, early 90s maybe. Look it up. Look up Soleil Moon Frye. She becomes one of the roommates later on.
Okay.
But the show is ridiculous. The show is absolutely freaking ridiculous. The storylines are absolutely ridiculous. They have this thing where almost every episode they have some other person you will recognize if you're someone other than Dave.
So they started doing the celebrity pop in, like Sean Capri.
Yeah, but like sometimes it's some famous actor or actress plays just some random bit role. Sometimes they actually bring in Britney Spears. Sometimes I
think I remember that.
Yeah, that was one of the last ones that was on when I was downstairs. Sometimes they've had NSYNC, but once it was these supposed guys that are just hanging out in the gym, and she gave them powers to have talent, and so they got up and started singing, and it's NSYNC, right? So it's like all these big things that are of that time period.
These might be things I actually recognize, though, John.
The pop icons maybe.
Yeah,
but not the. Like these other actors and actresses that play like one bit role in one episode, and they're famously known for other things. Those you won't recognize, one because of the time period and one because you don't recognize anybody. So if Julia Roberts pops up on there, you'll have no idea. So yeah, that's what I've been watching. I know what I'm watching next as I stretch and yawn while talking, and everyone can see that. I know what I'm binging next.
I love this
talk about it
show
yet,
from
but
what I remember, though. Absolutely love this show.
What's nice is like if my daughter's in the room, like she can just watch it too, and it's fitting for her. She's the right age. I mean, she's 9.
Yeah, but
So she's the right age to enjoy it.
It's not inappropriate.
No, not at all.
It's got its level of humor that as a grown person you can enjoy, right? And as a person who grew up during that time period can enjoy it in a nostalgic based way, but it's also completely appropriate for a 9 or a 7-year-old to watch.
Yeah. So, whatever. It's not what I would choose. The other thing that we're kind of binging, but we have to wait till the kids go to bed, is the latest season of Criminal Minds. And so, like, we're big Criminal Minds fans, even though, boy, does it have its own issues. No, seriously, watch Criminal Minds sometime. It's got some. They do this dialogue to help explain the case, but it's like they're explaining it to like it's like they're going for the lowest common denominator, right? So like, okay, we have 10 billion people are going to watch this show. 1 billion of them are going to be the dumbest people in the world. Let's make sure they too understand what's happening, right? And so they do the dialogue based around that.
Yeah.
And so it just gets like, oh God, stop. So
like we understand. We're not that dumb.
And it makes the dialogue like not natural at all in those scenes.
Well, so that sounds like a load of crap, John.
Yeah.
Did you see the Emoji Movie? Which is
no.
Don't go. Please don't go.
No, we're not. We'll wait till it comes out like Netflix or something like that. Amy and I were talking about it, and she said that she saw like what the reviews for it were, and we're like, all right, we'll skip this one.
Yeah, because it's bad and they don't care if you go or not.
What do you mean they don't care?
Like your kids don't care.
Oh yeah, well no, if they knew it was out, they'd be harassing the hell out of us.
But they don't.
But they don't know it's out right now. So we'll just wait till they don't know about it and like, oh, it's too late, sorry. Catch it on Netflix.
Or you could just tell them it's too late.
Yeah, that could be too. True too. All right, Dave. Anyway, you got anything else?
No, I don't know. Did we do another segment on this episode?
No, we don't. We go an hour and 15. That's good.
Oh, wait, hold on. That's it. Guys, this was your favorite backlog podcast, Shelved and Forgotten. I'm your host, Dave Moore.
I hate you, Dave. I hate you so much.
No, for real, this is Forget Being Cool, episode 26 for August 2nd, 2017. I'm Dave Moore. You can follow me on Twitter at dacespace. You can follow John at Johnny_Casino, right? Where he tweets about what it's like to be a junior with a father who is related to him by being Jonathan Beeler Jr.
You just said stuff that didn't make sense on so many different levels.
Words escape my mouth. If you guys want our links, if you guys want the music, if you want any of those things, or to support us on Patreon at patreon.com/dacespace, you guys can go to forgetbeingcool.com, which goes to Dacespace, which has an amazing abundance of amazing, great shows from the Super Indie Podcast Creator Group, right? Including Bobby Pauls, Sean Capri, Jacob Rush,
Gary Gray,
Toby Thornton.
Something with a very long name that I can't pronounce properly. Michael Lajowski, doesn't he have a show on here?
No, not yet.
Oh,
and it's Michael the Jet Ski.
Wait. So I'm an idiot. Who's the? What, I thought he did the. Oh no, Xbox Dive. I can't think of who did that.
Chris, and James.
Oh, but that's not James. Is not the same person.
No. James is not the same person as Michael the Jet Ski. The Super Indie Podcast Group is screaming at us right now.
No, just Sean.
Just Sean. All of you guys. We love all of you. The Dacespace Podcast Network has grown bigger than I can keep track of, apparently.
Yeah. And hey, hopefully in the next week or so, we will have OBS figured out.
Right.
I will have a second monitor, which means I can do it better. And we will be streaming on Twitch. Show will be streaming on Twitch, hopefully. But we will let you all know that beforehand.
And if you are a rhythm gaming fan, the last piece of programming note here. Living Room Clutter returns tonight at 9 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time for episode 101 of the #1 rhythm gaming podcast, hosted by me, Keith Dahl, and Josh. Okay, that's it. Guys, forgetbeingcool.com. We'll see you guys on Friday morning.
Dude, I am loving this monitor.